Hey everyone, it's Jamie here from Ecom Masterclass, and in this video I'll be going over top 5 Shopify mistakes to avoid for your store here. They cover a broad range of topics, so make sure you stay until the end of the video so you're not making these crucial mistakes. Before I dive into it, I want to thank our sponsor Profit Calc, the one-click profit calculator available on the Shopify App Store. All you have to do is select the date range you're looking for to get all your metrics calculated for you so you can understand how profitable you truly are. There's quite a few additional metrics and charts letting you understand your Shopify store. There's a link in the description to access a 15-day free trial, and I'm also going to show a quick promo video.
Are you a Shopify business owner who spends hours doing your accounting? Have messy spreadsheets kept you from growing your business? Discover Profit Calc, the affordable and easy to set up Shopify app that crunches your numbers in just one click. It automatically syncs with all your accounts and expenses to calculate your profit, displaying everything in an easy to read dashboard so you understand your business in real time. Start for free on the Shopify App Store today.
Let's dive into our first mistake to avoid. And the first one is going to be not tracking enough. This comes down to you really need to know your metrics for your Shopify store. As once you know your metrics, you can make informed decisions rather than just guessing. You need to know metrics such as your lifetime value of customers, your average order value, your return on ad spend, and your break-even return on ad spend. This is going to help you scale ads effectively without losing money. I'm also going to throw in that you need to be tracking all your costs. Things such as your transaction fees, your currency conversion fees, all your extra miscellaneous monthly expenses, and so on, as these are all going to help build up a profitability profile of your store. It's very easy, especially when you're first starting, to say, all right, I sell a product for $10, it costs $5, so I'm going to make $5 in every sale. All I have to do is sell a bunch of these, and I can slowly increment $5 profits into a large amount of money. But you need to make sure you're tracking all your extra costs. How much are you spending on ads? Are you spending $2.50 or are you spending $10 per sale? And what about the transaction fees? It's around 2.4% plus 30 cents per transaction. If there are currency conversion fees on top, let's say you're selling in US dollars, but you need to convert it to your local currency, that's an extra cost on top of that. Not to mention your monthly expenses such as your Shopify fees, any apps you have. These can all add up and this can make you unprofitable pretty quickly. So you need to understand all your costs. It's very easy to say, oh, I'm profitable on my ad spend, so I must be making money. And a lot of the times, that's not exactly true. This ties back to metrics such as your return on ad spend. You need to be tracking this heavily to know exactly how much money you're making. It's very easy to scale ads if you're losing money on every sale. Make sure you're tracking this effectively so you can kill ads quickly if they're not working correctly. Let's dive into the next mistake to avoid here, and that's going to be having too many apps on your Shopify store. It's easy just to head into the App Store and just install a bunch of apps that are theoretically going to increase sales and conversions. What many merchants end up doing is end up clogging the interface of their store. They might have a chat widget, a pop-up email notification, a sales pop notification, a countdown timer, a free shipping bar on top that flashes. These apps can crowd the interface and make it hard for the customer to know what to do next, as there are quite a few distractions. Additionally, this can also slow down your Shopify store as it's loading a lot of extra JavaScript, which can increase the file size and therefore increase the loading time of your store. These applications might also block the rendering of the store as well. It's crucial that you don't install too many of these without testing the effect of them and really deciding if you want to add more to your interface, which takes away from your product images and the important sections such as your add to cart button. The third mistake to avoid will be over designing your Shopify store. Design is one of those things that almost never seem right. So you can spend hours upon hours tweaking little things that don't really make a difference at the end of the day. Rather, you should be spending your time on things that are generating sales, such as marketing material or writing SEO content. Shopify themes look great and they follow a lot of best practices, which saves you a ton of work. You don't need to over design things such as the homepage or certain colors and borders. I know when I first started out, I spent hours deciding what color my add to cart button should be, debating between all of them, looking into color psychology. It should have been a decision that took me under 5 minutes, something that matched my theme, matched the overall color message I was looking for, and I should have just decided with that. I even decided to split things or split test things such as the collection message. I wasn't getting nearly enough traffic to test this, and overall that was just a waste of time and effort. It was much better spent on other tasks. So get a design that looks good, but don't spend too much time on it, as you could be spending your time on other things. The fourth mistake to avoid is to not be testing pricing. You really want to test a customer's willingness to pay, so you can do this by split testing products. So you could create 2 versions of the same product, send traffic to both pages at different price points, and to see which price point is converting better. You could be leaving a lot of revenue on the table here. There's typically a $5 increase in price. This is obviously going to depend on how much it's selling for initially. Isn't going to make a huge difference, but that's pure extra profit if customers are willing to pay more money. and that's revenue that you're missing out. So you really should be testing price here, especially for your best selling products. It doesn't really make sense to test products that aren't selling, but let's say you have a winning product and you're sending a lot of ad traffic to it. It's crucial that you test pricing there. So the fifth and final mistake to avoid is going to be only focusing on new customers. It's around 5 times cheaper to sell to an existing customer than to acquire a new one. Many merchants just tend to focus on getting new customers through different ad channels, not focusing on and neglecting their previous customers. You also have the added benefit of contacting them through free methods. You can use tools such as email, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, depending where they subscribed to you before. Customers have an existing relationship with you. They've already crossed that barrier of trusting your brand, of putting in their payment details and ordering from you and trusting that their product is going to come to them. Especially if they have a good experience where the product meets their expectations, you can then upsell them or cross-sell them on different products. Or if it's a consumable product, you can resell them the same thing. So you should be setting things up such as win-back campaigns. These can be set up very easily in your email marketing tool to be sent out automatically 30, 60 days, 90 days after a customer placed an order. You can also set this up through tools that use Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp as well. If you're looking to spend paid ads too, that is another option. Overall, they're all great tools to get existing customers to buy again, as they're much easier to sell to. If you were to classify different traffic, you have cold, warm, and hot traffic. Cold being I never heard of this brand before, hot being I purchased to them. It allows you to focus on that hot traffic, and it's typically the highest converting. So this concludes the video here. I went over 5 different mistakes to avoid with your Shopify store. The first one was not tracking enough, so tracking your crucial metrics. The second mistake was having too many apps on your Shopify store, clogging up the UI. The third mistake was over-designing your store and not spending enough time on the crucial and critical tasks. The fourth mistake is going to be not testing pricing. And the fifth and final one is going to be only focusing on new customers when your existing customers can generate a lot of additional revenue. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it so much if you hit that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I want to mention Profit Calc one more time, the one-click profit calculator available on the Shopify App Store. There's a link in the description to access a 15-day free trial, so you should check that out below. It also makes it really easy to track your metrics. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.